year is 2003. I've said it once, I'll say it again. 2003 is the best graduating senior class in the history of the United States, history of the world, because I graduated that year, and you'll never change my mind. But I have a 2003 state wrestling champion from Oldham County with us today. Sir, if you would, introduce yourself.
Brent Gibbs, 215-pound state champ, 2003.
And you have some tag team partners with you today. If you would introduce, go ahead.
My oldest child, Levi Gibbs, middle child, Luke Gibbs, and Jets at home. That's our 4-year-old. They also wrestle.
They all are part of the Oldham County Colonel program, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, I got to ask, what gets you into wrestling? We know Oldham County, not just Oldham County High School, but Oldham County as a total, unit, North Oldham, South Oldham, Oldham County, always, all three schools, powerhouse wrestling program. So what gets you into the program here at Oldham County High School?
So Oldham County, it started probably 7 years ago. We got back into it. Again, I had good people that came back to coach us. So part was just getting back into it. You couldn't stay away. Aaron, the high school coach, asked me and Josh if we'd take over the middle school program to kind of help build it back, and it's paying off.
Yeah, absolutely.
State champs last year, and hopefully keep it rolling.
But what gets you into high school? Like when you're in high school, what gets you into that?
So when I was in 7th grade, I was playing basketball. A little too aggressive, so my high school basketball coach introduced me to our wrestling coach when I lived in Charleston, Indiana at the time, and went to a practice and fell in love with it. We moved here that summer, and his first question I asked Josh and the football team was, "Do you all have wrestling?" So
that's good.
But yeah, it was mainly just to get in shape through the winter. Yep. And then I fell in love with the individual competition side of it, and just me being a defensive end or defensive lineman, it went well with football as well. So. And
215 pounds, were you a natural 215? Were you a little bit lighter, have to cut? Because that 189, 215 heavy, there's such a weight gap. A lot of guys, they'll bump. Like Livingston Merritt, when he, 95, 96, 97, his 215, he could have wrestled easy 189 a couple years. Yeah. But he just bumped up because the team needed him to be there. So was you a natural, just 215, or how did that work?
As freshman, I was about 180, 189. Sophomore year was around 205. So
okay.
I didn't have to cut weight per se until, say, my senior year. But
junior
and sophomore year, I was about a natural 215. Senior year, I was about 240 in football, and just cut down to 215 to finish it out. So.
I totally get you. Now, I've got you in 2002, third place at 215 pounds.
Third place from Oldham County, Brent Gibbs. Second place from Woodford County, Ross Cassidy.
And also, I'm gonna start doing is going over schools' individual champions. That way, you guys can reach out to them if you got videos that I don't. But I've got Oldham County with 11 state individual champions. 1985, Mike Chisholm, heavyweight. 1994, Jason Talbot, 103 pounds. 1996, Jason Talbot, 119 pounds. Most outstanding wrestler. He goes on to wrestle for Stanford. 97, Pat Zaslowski, 140 pounds. 2000, Coach Aaron Reardon, 215 pounds. 2002, Matt Thompson, 103 pounds. 2002, Josh Reardon, 160 pounds. You at 215 in 2003. Some guy named Ben Warner at 2007, 135 pounds. 2015, Alex McIntosh, 170. And 2016, Max Emerson at 215 pounds. So you've got, out of the 11, 1, 2, 3 are 215-pound state champions. Pretty good little average. Now, you've never seen your video, right?
I've seen it years ago.
Okay, all right, years ago. And of course, your boys have never seen it. So you guys are getting ready to watch Dad wrestle. Now, guys, what do you think? How do you think Dad's going to wrestle?
Good.
Huh? Good?
Taking a lot of shots.
Taking a lot of shots? Well, the good thing is we're getting ready to watch it. Now, of course, now you're Dad. Your boys are wrestling. Were you, of course, I'm sure the butterflies were churning, butterflies were pumping when you were backstage getting ready to be introduced. Were you, more nervous watching your youngsters wrestle as you were then, or how does that feel?
I'm definitely more nervous with them, especially if they they do good tournaments and they're advancing. It's more nerve-wracking as a parent.
Earlier on the channel, we met with Mark Hitchings. You know, Mark is he was a coach at Fern Creek. His two sons wrestled for Trinity. Of course, he was there at Trinity. But Mark won state championship in 1981. His boys won a couple times at Trinity. I asked him the same question. He was like, without question. Yeah. Whenever my sons were out there wrestling, I was a million times more nervous than I ever was when I was wrestling. And I guess that's just part of being a dad is, wanting to be out there and,
especially in this sport. I mean, we tell them, I can't help you. Nobody can help. That center of that mat, it's all you and that guy. So
it's it.
They can help you, buddy.
All right, so we're going to go back to 2003 and go under the lights at the best atmosphere the KHSAA ever produced at the Dungeon in Frankfort. We'll see you guys there. So you guys are seeing what we're seeing under the lights at Frankfort. And I know it kind of, I won't say kills you, but we know Oldham County, South Oldham, North Oldham, a little bit of rivals. And South Oldham had already won the team title. They'd mathematically, I think, I could be mistaken about this, but I think before the second day started, they had already mathematically won it.
I believe so.
Okay, because we mentioned in Josh's video that the 97 Woodford County team, the 2020 Union County team, and the 2003 South Oldham team are three of the best teams, top to bottom, that Kentucky has ever seen. So
some good coaches too.
Yeah, they had some. That's why I haven't met anybody from South Oldham, but from what I've been told, that that was one of the best teams, top 3 or 4 at least. So your rival school has won the team title. You guys really aren't in contention because they were way out ahead of everybody. Yep. But knowing that I can add a little bit of rain to their parade, having an Oldham County guy on the podium, they're not going to have tops or whatever. Has to be a good feeling, right?
Yeah. Go out there and finish it out.
Go out there and let them know Oldham County's in the house. All right, so this video has the face-off, the match, and it has the award ceremony. So let's go.
There's that tunnel.
Yep. This is such a great atmosphere. And he's got one of the glow sticks around his head.
Those are always fun. They hand out all the different teams for the colors.
And you come out. There's Dad. There's your dad, guys.
Some hair on that head.
Yeah. Tell me about it. I'm just about right there with you.
So this part right here, we'd had some history. The last two, he beat me by 1 point a couple times in the season, really dogfight matches. And so we're literally staring each other down. This is about to be a battle. So.
On your phone, you showed us the stars. You just had the stars.
There you go.
Now we got the whole thing. You can tell right out of the gate you guys are going at it.
Yeah, he was super aggressive. I was more of let me see what direction he's going to go. Kind of defensive wrestler because of Aaron.
Right.
My partner for so long. But studied
I think you got Barnett out there as the assistant. I'm not sure who's on who's the whistle. So what's your go-to takedown?
Sweep single.
Sweep single.
If I could get what I wanted, it's a left-handed sweep single. So this is just, he liked to throw, very strong. I think he was a state powerlifter.
Oh, really?
That year. So I had to respect that. I could throw, but I'd rather work legs. I was always coached kind of wrestle like a lightweight to a point on my feet. So I could defend it well, but you won't see too many throws.
And that's another, Louisville Eastern, you don't hear their name a lot. They're,
high crotch and changeover.
You don't really see their name a lot, in the top of the state rankings. But they're, back in this time, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, they had a sneaky good program. I mean, they really did. They had some really good kids.
Yeah, Derek Sawyer dropped down that year to 89.
I think Vernon Jackson was there.
Yeah.
I think Josh Muncie from Sean Clark in 2001 wrestled Charlie Scruggs at 189 pounds from there. So they had a lot of A lot of good kids.
Trying to catch his head.
Yep.
That's a good
Hey,
shot.
I have a question. Where is this match?
In Frankfurt.
It's at a place that no longer exists. He got
Oh, there's-
end of the period. That was,
Oh,
there it is. There it is. Kind of stares you down a
So,
little bit.
there's that history. I just try to ignore it. I knew, you know, at Regions.
Right. So you defer your choice.
Yep.
He's gonna take down.
I knew I could get out later if I had to. I was pretty good on top riding.
Now, this is before, I think ICQ, we talked to the people, ICQ back and forth, but you had to do it from a like desktop. Like, do you have a lot of family here? Do they know you're in the finals or?
Yeah. A lot of my family's out in Bardstown.
Okay.
So a lot of them weren't able to make it. Yeah, we do have a lot of family up there. A lot of teammates.
Or you couldn't just, FaceTime or, send out a group chat or
Right.
whatever. Hey,
They look familiar, guys? Like
it
waist
looks like
ankles,
in practice.
spirals, yep.
that's why you practice it. It's effective. All right, into the,
He did
I don't know what he
something
called
with
here.
his leg.
Headgear, okay.
He did something with his leg and like tied it.
Yeah, I was just tying it up, keeping it trapped up. Trying to eat some time up right now. You know, guys that are strong, you just had to ride each other. There wasn't really any chances of really turning each other.
Right.
It was just who could ride each other out and, keep it close if we needed to.
You go to lift, not
He's
having
still
it.
fighting hands.
It
Had
is.
to get him down because we're starting to count.
Yep.
But I knew if I could control those hips and let him, he's strong.
Yeah.
I'll give Andre credit. That guy was strong. I was strong too, but yeah, I had to be smart about it. 'Cause he could get out if he wanted to.
It's like we got the Ultimate Warrior face paint here behind us.
Yeah, we just finished the
Yep.
playoff game.
What do you think about Doug wrestling, bub? All right, run and a half.
Man, it was like my only chance. I was like, gotta go.
Got it.
But again, he's strong. I remember they got chased doubling back there.
Yeah.
Nope, gets
Hey,
over
get one.
later. 2-1, I believe.
All right.
That was the first warning.
Yep. Stalling.
Me. So that happened our prior two matches. It was third period.
Right.
And that's basically what I lost on. Stall call. I think he was. I know he was undefeated. I think he was either 40-0 or 42-0
Oh wow.
up to there. We didn't get to wrestle at Regions. He was injured.
So this was in your region, though. He was in your
Yep.
region.
Yeah.
Two.
Saw each other almost every other weekend. Yeah, gets back out with Brandy.
All right. So it's your choice. You're going to take. What do you think about it?
Nope, this was where I owned, and I will say this, I owned every guy I wrestled on bottom. My switch, I worked on it constantly. Switch or stand up. Yeah, he knows it.
Yeah.
I was like, nope.
And sometimes you
Coming.
just got to know, hey
Yeah.
man, this is not a hill worth dying on.
5 and
All right. So he got him for stalling.
Yep.
So but you both
So
guys
both
both been
stalling.
warned. So you're up.
So I know
3
the
to 5
throw's
here.
coming. There it is.
There it is. All right. 7-3. No, he didn't give it. That's my bad. I thought he would get 2 right there.
So I'm digging underhooks, just trying to stay underneath that leverage that he's got and that string.
Yeah.
Trying to, stay pressure, but not get myself into trouble and make a mistake
Right.
here. I know I'm up. I know the pressure's on him to score. Now I'm watching this, and I could have hit that left-handed single there.
Everybody yelling.
Andre. His team.
Get up, get away.
There it is.
There it is. Yep.
So I knew it was coming. I kind of baited him into it, letting him have that on him.
Now, what did he stop it for? Illegal hold.
Yeah.
Do you have like a full Nelson
I
or
must
something?
have. Here's the
Whistle.
chase double.
Yep.
So we drill it every day.
Is that two or no?
No, just return him back to the mat. I'll look up here in a second for this time.
Gets another Granby.
Did he get out or?
He was decent at him for a big guy.
Yeah, no, he was.
Yeah, I looked at the time, I knew.
About 25.8, I believe.
Got it out.
You're up 3. He gets up, gets 1.
One of them is, I think, yeah.
All right, so he just got you for stalling. He gives him a point.
He was
Quick shot right there.
circle.
2. Hold the hand up.
So
Mine was
I'll
six
point
off.
this out. I get hit with an unsportsmanlike, and this goes back to our little beef I pushed off the end.
Is that where he got his 7?
That's where he got his
Okay.
7. So,
And of course it pans over and to the
Also, like that.
podium ceremony. So knowing you're a senior, your last time ever wearing the Oldham County singlet, you're able to stand on top of the world. It's got to be a good feeling.
I was, before the podium, I was a mess backstage.
I can believe that.
A lot of hard work.
A lot goes into it. Do you still have your medal and stuff? Do you? You have to send me a picture of it so I can put it in
All right.
the video. There's Danny, a young Danny Upchurch.
Yes, there's Taylor Shearer.
Oh yeah, he's
So, I got to
3-timer.
work- Yes, I got to work with him in the off seasons. Very tough. So I was glad to see him go on and do
Yeah,
what
no,
he did on the hill.
he's considered one of the best 215s Kentucky's ever had. Him, it's the conversation is Taylor, Livingston Merritt, and Austin Myers. That's usually the 3 best 215s everybody brings up.
Yep.
But all 3 of those guys are multiple time at the same weight, so
Do you still have his jersey or no?
No, I'm not sure. There's Ross. So me and Ross have basically wrestled each other every weekend since 8th grade. So we warmed up together. We ended up playing ball at Western together.
oh really?
Did you play football? Because it was a good hurdle I just did.
And there he is getting his
Okay.
there you are, man, on top of the podium, pointing.
Right?
Yeah,
He's glorious hairline.
that's right, baby. Glory days.
Yeah, he's new Ross.
20 years ago, man.
Yeah.
20th anniversary this season. And that cuts off right there, I believe. So, looking back on it, did it play out the way you remembered?
Yeah. A couple of that escape he had, I don't remember that, but yeah, it comes back quick.
Oh yeah, I can.
Once you start watching it.
Bub, what did you think about it? Now you got to watch the whole thing.
It was a pretty close match. Both wrestlers were good.
Yep. I think we've got a little one trying. Can you go let your brother in? Or we're here. If you can't tell, we're in the Oldham County mat room. Thanks to Aaron, Josh, Brent, man, for letting us come in here and do the video. It's like I said in Josh's video, it smells like a mat room. It looks like a mat room. It passes the mat room eye test and all that, the sensory test, if you will. I think every mat room in the United States now, wrestling mat room anyway, like as soon as the kids come in, it's dodgeball.
Yeah.
Right. right out of the gate, everybody wants to play dodgeball, or what's the, where you stick your shirt in like wolf tail, like you try to give everybody's shirts on how
We
many.
play tape ball here.
Okay,
tape ball.
So-
tape ball.
And we play that on our knees out here as a defense.
Yeah.
Tape ball bats.
Basically a pool noodle and a literal tape ball that we make. And there's a trophy right up there. It's the most valued trophy other than the state title in this room is the tape ball trophy.
I can believe that. I can believe that. And that's, that's how wrestling programs are built, is at the youth level. Keep as many kids as you can keep in the youth, make it fun, make it enjoyable, not wear them out in a, an all day or all weekend tournament. Then you get to middle school, keep the ones that are still interested, go a little bit harder. Then you get to high school, and now all it is just, for the most part, is just keeping your conditioning up and just sharpening what they're good at. And
Yes.
go from there. That's, it's the formula to build a program. So, man, anything to wrap it up?
No,
Anything?
appreciate you guys. Reach out to Alex if you want to do this. This has been very fun, and I'm glad a guy like Alex is doing this. This is awesome for the state of Kentucky.
Man,
So
thank you for doing it with me. I'm sure your family, friends, whoever you're close with, share it. I'm sure the kids will. I'm not sure if the kids will be embarrassed to let Dad.
He broke the tape ball.
Uh-oh.
There's tape ball in the bat.
So this is the Oldham County mat room tape ball and the tape ball bat. All right, so
You have to play on your knees.
you have got to play on your knees. It sounds like something I can see a lot of kids enjoying. So there you have it. Of all the stuff we've shown, that's one of them, right? So that's all I've got. Thank you to everybody at Oldham County, and I'll say this again. I'm gonna start adding this into the videos. If you guys want me to come to your school to do a session with you guys, I ask that you get as many guys as you can get there, whether it's like, on a Sunday, a Saturday, a Friday night, Saturday, whatever the case is. That way we can get as many guys on the channel and many guys from your school as we can at one time while I'm there. I don't have to make, 100 trips to it, and just reach out to me on social media. Easy to find, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever the case is, and just get with me there. Or if you see me at a wrestling meet and I'm refereeing, if you're not yelling at me for a bad call and you want me to, come and do a video with your school, I'd be more than happy to do it. Just, we want to get Kentucky wrestling out there. We want the world to see what we have in our history, and Kentucky wrestling is as good as anywhere you'll find. The problem is there's just not been a platform to show it.
Right.
I mean, our depth may not be as good as some states, third, fourth place down, maybe a little bit better in other states, but our state champion, our runner-up, whoever it may be that maybe got upset or having a bad term, whatever, I would put the top two against anybody in the nation. I don't care what state it's from, whatever, we're as good as anybody.
Yeah.
We are as good as anybody, and now the world can see. So that's all I've got from Oldham County, the mat room, and the tape ball capital of the world. As you hear the kids, I think they're playing something back here.
They're playing ping pong on the floor.
Playing ping pong on the floor. I may have to get in and win the trophy on that one. I'm pretty good. That's one sport I'm pretty good at. So that's all I've got. We'll see you guys on the mats.